GQ magazine is stacked with plenty of smart editors, so how'd they all end up suffering from a collective brain cramp by proclaiming Colin Kaepernick as their Citizen of the Year? Not to worry, GQ, I'm going to give you the name of a military hero, not a football zero, who should have received that honor. So San Francisco's washed-up quarterback, Colin Kaepernick, is GQ's Citizen of the Year. I'll pause for a moment to let that sink in. A former multimillionaire NFL crybaby who openly disrespected the national anthem and everything it represents is somehow, someway, Citizen of the Year. A guy who has proudly proclaimed that he's never voted is Citizen of the Year. An ingrate who wouldn't even grant GQ magazine an interview on being proclaimed Citizen of the Year is Citizen of the Year. Wow, say it ain't so, Joe. And you have to wonder, has the definition of citizenship changed in recent months? Apparently so. Now, I will give Kaepernick a pass on pleading the fifth by not consenting to an interview because really, can even Kaepernick himself explain what he hoped to achieve with his anthem protest? Ostensibly, this is about Kaepernick claiming that the number of young black men killed by police is epidemic. Really? Check out the stats from the Centers for Disease Control. The CDC reported that in 1968, shootings by law enforcement was the cause of death for 8.6 out of every million blacks. By 2011, that 8.6 number had declined to 2.74. Hardly an epidemic, quite the opposite actually. So what, pray tell, was GQ thinking by choosing Kaepernick other than trying to generate controversy along with the reams of publicity that come with it? GQ could have chosen a verified hero as its Citizen of the Year, a maker rather than a taker, such as, oh, I don't know, someone who has been decorated with the Medal of Honor, someone who's been described as the bravest of the brave. That someone I'm thinking of is Clinton Romesha, who just last weekend delivered a stirring speech at Virginia Tech. In a world seemingly obsessed with Kaepernicks and Kardashians, it's somewhat tragic Clinton Romesha isn't a household name too, because he really should be. Romesha's act of heroism on the battlefield dates back to 2009. Stationed at an outpost in Afghanistan, Romesha's unit came under fire by an enemy force estimated at 400 Taliban fighters, vastly outnumbering the 52 American soldiers at the outpost. The enemy fighters occupied the high ground on all four sides and carried out an attack lasting 12 straight hours using rifles, rocket-propelled grenades, heavy machine guns, and mortars. Staff Sergeant Romesha answered the call of duty during this engagement that took the lives of 8 American soldiers. Romesha was able to kill multiple enemy fighters, recover fallen soldiers, and lead multiple resupply and counterattack operations. At one point, Romesha was wounded in the neck, shoulder, and arms by shrapnel. Despite these injuries, Romesha directed air support that would kill an estimated 30 Taliban fighters. He then took out several more Taliban positions himself. Incredibly, while still under fire, he recovered several American casualties, preventing their bodies from being dragged off by the enemy. Thanks to his off-the-chart bravery, Romesha allowed his troop to regroup and successfully fight off a force that was far superior in numbers. Here's an excerpt of Romesha's speech when he was inducted into the Hall of Heroes back in 2013. It makes for a mixture of humor, humility, and pathos.
On October 3rd, 2009, nearly 400 Taliban fighters surrounded a place me and 52 other members of Bravo Troop 361 Cav called home. 400 Taliban versus 52 American soldiers. Just doesn't seem fair to the Taliban. It was our home, and they simply couldn't have it. But as you know, the Medal of Honor is not often given when things went well on a battlefield. It tends to come at a price, and heroes are often revealed. Some say I'm a hero, but it doesn't make sense because I got to come home with few scars. Eight of my friends did not have that fortune. 8 of my brothers fought to survive for a place we had called home. And more importantly, they fought for their comrades. And in the end, they gave their lives in that defense. Those 8 amazing men, they are the real heroes here today.
So, given the choice, who would you proclaim as Citizen of the Year? An egomaniacal social justice warrior protesting a cause that's bogus to begin with? Or a real warrior who put his life on the line defending his country and all it stands for? Yeah, I know. What the hell was GQ thinking? For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, The Rebel has an all-new fall lineup. Please visit therebel.media/shows and check it out.